more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, y'all. Your boy DJ Reed is out of control, Top Billin. He is playing some very good football, and I think he's added something to the right portion of the defensive formation as far as the exterior defensive backs go. And, man, he's a physical dude. His FBI, I think, is off the charts. I love the energy that he plays with. And, man, I'm just absolutely loving watching DJ Reed play. So if you guys have watched on the channel, you know I'm not the biggest Trey Flowers guy, right? I don't think he's awful. Nah, I'm lying. I'm sorry, man. Trey Flowers is just not my guy, right? I think he lacks some stuff. He may be playing out of position. Everybody wants him to go back to safety. I just don't know if he will be a great safety in this particular scheme because I couldn't see him playing middle field close. Maybe he will be good as a strong safety with Jamal Adams' role or what we've seen Ryan Neal do or something like that. I think he could pull that off. He is a very physical guy in that aspect, and he has some pretty good length there, so there's always a call for that. However, I think people are getting kind of misled. Everybody's talking about he shut down DeAndre Hopkins and shit like that. How you shut somebody down with no pass breakups, no interceptions? Really? And Kyler Murray's arm was damn near hanging by a thread. You guys got to chill with that. This is what I remember from Trey Flowers. You remember this, right? Look at him working your deep third coverage, being able to come in. I want to say that there's a route here, there's some type of over route that comes in his direction, but he's unable to break off of his primary and work his zone still. DJ Reed showed me that he was able to do that. Y'all remember this? Yep, got an over route coming. He's still running with his primary. Touchdown, Cedric Wilson of the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all remember that? Right? But you got Michael Gallup here. Look like he's running some type of post maybe just to kind of clear him out. And, of course, they know about this deep third coverage. You see Shaq abandoning his zone, right? He's letting someone else work underneath because there's no immediate threat there. Obviously, he's not going to get there with the type of outside leverage that he had, Shaquille Griffin, and then Trey Flowers not looking, though, even though he had post-safety help. All right, check this out. Exact same coverage this time, working out of the deep third coverage. Got an over route going on right here. My man Cam Sims from Alabama. And you got Terry McLaurin right here looking like he's working just to clear it out, running a post. Same exact concept with the cover three, but look what my man DJ Reed does. Check it out. DJ Reed, he's going with his, but look, eyes still playing. You know why? Because he understands he's still playing zone. It's not man coverage. It's zone coverage with man principles. So you can't just completely abandon your zone. You have to be disciplined enough to be able to stay with your man and then abandon if necessary and work it that way. So you see him running with Terry McLaurin here, but then look at him, right? He has help over the top. At the very least, he knows Quandre Diggs is there to help him, but he's still paying attention, and he recognizes the immediate threat, and they're trying to pull him with the okie doke here. Perfect. Absolutely nasty. Man, I love this play. I jumped out of my seat, and I immediately remembered that play. How many of y'all remembered that play by Trey Flowers earlier in the year? That's why they call me Messiah. Actually, nobody calls me that. All right, so keeping it a buck, I'm not a big fan of shorter cornerbacks in deep third coverages. I believe the longer you are, the smaller the field is, the further it goes down the field, which is why they like those guys. You're playing in the zone coverage. You're able to bail out over the top. It'll help you if you don't have the necessary speed. However, I feel like a guy like DJ Reed is just something about him, at least thus far, right? Look at this, going against Terry McLaurin. Oh, look at him battle. Terry McLaurin can go, too. He gave Terry McLaurin a little bit of work in this game. One more time, we'll zoom in on this right here. But look at the patience. Get the hands on him. Turn on the inside. Work for the fade right there. I do like turning on the inside for a quick fade rather than trying to mirror him. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, technique check here. I like it. Proper bend in the knees. Great base width. He's ready to rock there with his hands as necessary if they want to get to the chicken fighting stage on this. DJ Reed locked and ready to go. Look at the patience. That's what you do right there. Look, your first step, instead of the committing, some of these people will automatically turn open and commit to a side. They'll give up inside or outside leverage. Look at him. He stays patient and just waits for Terry McLaurin to declare. So you got McLaurin right here. Look at that. He's getting jingle-footed. He's getting jiggy with it, getting jingle-footed. He's staying patient. He finally declares. He's within that bump zone right there where they can fight with the chicken fighting stage. I don't mind a two-hand jam on something like this because it's quick-hitting action rather than something going down the field. But he's staying with them. Look at him. He took the hands off now right here. Right? Not working with the two hands right there where it could be a hole. Now all you have to do is turn and locate. When he locates, he's ready for action. At the moment of truth, boom, there you go, PBU. Let's get it. Now that's how you work and somebody give you props on something, right? You can't be talking about you shutting somebody down and they just not throwing over there, or they do throw over there and they get 50 yards on you or something like that. Your quarterback hurt, but you don't make no play on the ball, no PBUs, no interceptions or nothing. Come on, man. We can't get down like that here at Top Billin, man. And come on, Mrs. Flowers, you got to stop hitting me up on the channel talking about how good Trey is, man. When he starts doing something good, I will give props. There's no doubt about it. I don't have anything against anyone, but I will call it like I see it. So Mrs. Flowers, his uncle, his grandma, everybody keep hitting me up. I'm sorry. He's going to have to show me a little bit more. DJ Reed is showing that in his little time that he's been playing. All right, this brought a tear to my eyes. I love when I see Seattle or any other team that I'm covering getting aggressive. Well, especially Seattle, as obviously we know them from the zone defense and vertical bells and shit that seems extremely soft. But, man, look at this. 2 deep, man under. Right? Man coverage across the board underneath. And then you have a 2 deep zone that allows you to be a little bit more aggressive underneath. You got Terry McLaurin just getting vert on DJ Reed. And this is a scary proposition. Out of a 1 to 10, this is a 10. Terry McLaurin can straight run. So I know DJ Reed doesn't – I don't know DJ Reed's time speed, but I just know he's not faster than Terry McLaurin. McLaurin's running in the – at least maybe in the 4.2s or something like that. Definitely in the 4.3s, but your man can absolutely go, and DJ Reed does a phenomenal job. Check this out. No hands on man, but look at him. Staying in phase. Oh, the back shoulder. They tried him with the back shoulder, the BSF. One more time, full speed. We'll zoom in. Look at that. Back shoulder, staying in his hip pocket right there, and his ability to stay in the hip pocket allowed him to kind of compete there on his back shoulder fade. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, same deal right here technique-wise. All right, this time a little bit different, right? He has a little bit more infinite amount of space to get you, and he does kind of abandon the patience level and opens up the gate. However, he stays on top of him with a little bit of inside leverage, and what he does right here is stay in the hip pocket. You see him decrease the space? Decreasing the space allows you to stay in the hip pocket, and it allows for you to work against a back shoulder fade. People say that back shoulder fades are kind of indefensible, but not when you're really playing it like this, right? He's reading that man through his hands. So if he's able to read that man through his hands, then he's able to react in a proper fashion and in a proper time frame as well. So look at this. Can't even hit the back shoulder fade because he's right there to work it. So McLaurin has to kind of make a whirling dervish type of catch. Not going to happen. And look, what's this? He still got his hand on the ball. Look at that. Pause. I got to pause that. Got his hand on the pass and deflects it. How many of those for Trey Flowers in the entire season? Well, maybe 1, maybe 2. Probably not in those type of situations. But it is what it is. I'm going to get out Trey Flowers, though, right? No, I'm lying. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Remember this? Trey Flowers going against Michael Gallup. Gallup getting vert. Boom, he opens up the gate. Look at this. He's running and fighting the entire way, flailing. Look at his hands flailing and stuff. Why is he flailing so much? Why is he using so much hands? All you got to do is be patient. But he be running like a kind of like a castrated gazelle or something like that. I don't understand sometimes with Trey Flowers. Right? He looks $1 million, but sometimes his play on the field, man, especially with certain situations like that, probably 10 cents at best. All right, check this out. Look at his FBI, and also just look at the wherewithal to continue to work right here. Look, I almost got him with the hezzy. I don't know. I forget if this was a scramble drill, but he's still looking at your man Dwayne Haskins while also with the look and feel technique, right? He's still feeling his guy, immediately gets back at it, and then turns and locates. That's exactly how you would do this. Absolutely perfect technique. Soon as they get back at it, he immediately turns, gets in phase, gets in his hip pocket, turns and tracks just like he's the receiver here, or in this case, the running back, J.D. McKissick. McKissick tries to push off, He keeps battling, and look at him. Another PBU here. Boom. That man, the truth, man, I'm trying to tell you, at least right now. Now, I'm not going to say he plays over a whole season. He has to see different kind of guys in the playoffs and everything like that. I'm just talking about what I've seen thus far. I'm not the type to jump out the window like that. But check this out. What was this about right here? Look, all right, he gets the PBU, right? And, of course, DJ Reed gets super excited every time he does anything. I love it. All right, look at him talking that shit like, yeah, now what, punk? But then he starts to think about that fine he's about to get by standing over a man like that. Then he's like, let me try to clean this up. He got everybody pumped up. That Mayoa, got everybody up there pumped up. Then he's like, you know what, sir? I don't want to get a fine. My name is DJ Reed. Nice to meet you, sir. Come on. He knew his shit was about to get left hooked, too. Look at that. Well, you know when you get hard like that and shit, you start straining your shoulder and separating your shoulder when a man leaves you hard like that. So it's not good to go in that hard with it, but like, damn. Look at you. Hello, sir. My name's DJ Reed. It's nice to meet you. Please don't let them find me. He up there acting like Richard Sherman. They ain't making that Richard Sherman money. He had to think about it. All right, just from first glance here, this appears to be some type of 3-deep coverage. Looks like man on skill right here. But watch this man abandon his zone once again and get physical. That's what I like about DJ Reed. He can hit like Trey Flowers as well. Working upfield, abandon that. Baya! Swing. Check it out one more again. Those outbreaking routes on that deep third coverage actually look like it morphs into maybe a quarter half. By the way, Jamal Adams shifted back as well. So, but look at him. He's going to pay attention while still working vertically in his zone. Pay attention to the underneath route. Terry McLaurin turns back. Look at that head on the outside. Drive with his legs. Baya! Look at that. Was that Alton Robinson with him too? Look at that. Double team him. Boom. It's like Ric Flair and Arn Anderson together. Boom. Spine buster. They bust that man's spine. He fertilized himself. And look, you can tell by the way he's getting them. He's like, ugh. Gave that man a colonic. Somebody check that man draws. All right, y'all. There you have it. Your man DJ Reed, definitely a breath of fresh air in my opinion. Now, I know Trey Flowers' mom and his grandma and his wife and his uncles and all these people going to come on and they're going to beg to differ. It's all good. It is all good. These guys all play for the same team, so they're all helping each other out there. But in my opinion, DJ Reed has been playing at a much higher level than Trey Flowers was playing at, and he's actually making plays. Now, people would say about Trey Flowers was they didn't pick on him that game. That doesn't make sense. They still got stuff off on him, but he wasn't getting blown out of the water. And that's the best thing. It's a big difference between not getting blown out of the water and actually doing very well and making plays on the ball and interceptions and PBUs and hits and stuff like that, which Trey Flowers can do as well, just not as consistent. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But it's your boy Murf, the Underground King. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.